a song off the Desire album from the late 70s, mid 70s, I guess. And it's a song about Reuben Hurricane Carter. It's a song called Hurricane. About racial intolerance. A lot of stuff still going on these days. But one time he could have been champion of the world. 3 bodies lying there, does Patty see? And another man named Bello moving on mysteriously. I didn't do what he says, and he throws up his hands. I was only robbing the register, I hope you understand. I saw him leave and he says, and he stops. One of us had better call up the cops. And so Patty calls the cops. And they arrive on the scene with the red lights flashing in a hot New Jersey night. Part of town, Reuben Carter and a couple of friends are just out driving around. #1 contender for the middleweight crown. Had no idea what kind of shit was about to go down when the cop pulled him over to the side of the road, just like the time before and the time before that. In Patterson, that's just the way things go. If you're black, you might as well not show up on the street unless you want to drive the heat. Alpha Bella had a partner and he had a rap for the cops. Him and I, Dexter Bradley, were just out prowling around. He said, I saw 2 men run out that looked like middleweights. They jumped into a white car with out-of-state plates. Mr. Patty Valentine just nodded ahead. The cops said, wait a minute, boys, this one's not dead. So they took him to the infirmary. And though this man could hardly see, told him he could identify the guilty man. Brought him upstairs. The wounded man looked up through his one dying eye. They said, what you bring him in here for, man? He ain't the guy. Yes, comes the story of the hurricane. The man the authorities came to blame for something that he never done. Put in a prison cell, but one time he could have been champion of the world. The ghettos are in flames. Reuben South America fighting for his name, while Arthur Dexter Bradley's still in the robbery game. And the cops are putting the screws to him, looking for somebody to blame. Remember that murder that you happened in the bar? Remember you said you saw the getaway car? Think you like to play ball with the law? Think it might have been that fighter that you saw running at night. Don't forget that you are white. Arthur Dexter said, Carlo. You'd be doing society a favor. That son of a bitch is braver, getting braver. We wanna put his ass in the stir. We wanna pin this triple murder on him. He ain't no gentleman, Jay. Take a man out with just one punch, but he never did like to talk about it all that much. It's my work, he'd say, and I do it for pay. And when it's over, I just as soon go on my way up to some paradise where the truncheon flow in the air is nice, and riding ghosts along the trail. But then they took him to the jailhouse where they tried to turn a man into a mouse. So all of Reuben's cards were marked in advance. The trial was a pig circus, he never had a chance. The judge made Reuben's witnesses drunkards from the slums. To the white folks who watched, he was a revolutionary bum. To the black folks, he was just a crazy, that he pulled the trigger. And though they could not produce the gun, the DA said he was the one who did the deed, and the all-white jury agreed. Reuben Carter was falsely tried. The crime was murder one. Guess who testified? Bello and Bradley, and they both baldly lied. And the newspapers, they all went along for the ride. How could the life of such a man be in the palm of some fool's hands? To see him obviously framed couldn't help but make you feel ashamed to live in a land where justice is a game. I'm free to drink martinis and watch the sunrise, while Reuben sits like Buddha in a 10-foot sail, an innocent man in a living hell. No, there's the story of a hurricane, but it won't be over till they clear his name and give him back the time he's done. Put in a prison cell, but one time he could have been champion of the world. True story there.